The last letter. Opening hook. What if 5 minutes of kindness could change two lives forever? This is the story of a stranger, a forgotten father, and one letter that arrived just in time. It was a cold, rainy evening in Boston. The streets were crowded with people rushing home after work. Umbrellas filled the sidewalks. Car horns echoed through the city. 28-year-old Daniel blended into the crowd, exhausted after another long day at the office. His headphones blocked out the world around him. Then he heard a quiet voice. "Excuse me, could you help an old man?" Daniel stopped. Sitting alone on a weathered bench was an elderly man wearing an old brown coat. His hands trembled as he held a sealed envelope. "My legs aren't what they used to be," the man said with a gentle smile. "Would you mind mailing this letter for me?" Daniel glanced at his watch. He was already running late. For a brief moment, he thought about saying no. Instead, he smiled. "Of course." The old man's eyes filled with gratitude. "It's for my daughter," he whispered. "We haven't spoken in 12 years. Daniel stayed silent. The man looked down at the envelope. "We argued over something foolish, and I let my pride destroy our family." His voice cracked. "I don't know how much time I have left. I just want her to know that I never stopped loving her." Daniel carefully took the letter. "I'll make sure she gets it." The old man smiled. "Thank you. It means more than you'll ever know." Daniel mailed the letter that very evening. As he walked home through the rain, he couldn't stop thinking about the old man's words. 12 years. An entire lifetime lost because no one took the first step. 3 weeks later, Daniel walked past the same bench. It was empty. Something felt wrong. He stepped into the nearby coffee shop. "The gentleman who used to sit outside." The owner lowered his eyes. "He passed away last week." Daniel stood frozen. He had known the man for less than 10 minutes, yet somehow, the loss felt personal. 1 month later, someone knocked on Daniel's apartment door. Standing outside was a young woman holding the very same envelope. "My name is Emily," she said softly. "I'm his daughter." Daniel invited her inside. She smiled through tears. "My father wrote about you." She unfolded the letter with shaking hands. Then she began to read. "Emily, if you're reading this, then a stranger chose kindness when he didn't have to. I'm sorry I let my pride steal 12 years from us. Not a single birthday passed without thinking about you. Not a single Christmas went by without wondering if you were happy. If I never see you again, please know that I loved you every day of my life." Emily stopped. She couldn't continue. Tears streamed down her face. "I almost threw this letter away," she admitted. "But after reading about the stranger who helped my father, I realized kindness still exists. I forgave him. I just wish I could have told him before he left." Before leaving, Emily placed a small wooden box on Daniel's table. "My father wanted you to have this." Inside was an antique pocket watch. Engraved on the back were 7 simple words. "Kindness is never wasted. It always finds its way home." Years passed. Daniel built a successful career. Life changed, but the old pocket watch never left his desk. Whenever life became difficult, he looked at those words and remembered one rainy evening when 5 minutes of compassion changed 2 families forever. Because sometimes the greatest legacy we leave behind isn't money, isn't success, isn't fame. It's the kindness we show when no one is watching. Fade to black. One small act of kindness can echo for generations.